VTUK. Wet wipe, wet wipe, wet wipe, wet wipe, wet wipe. Good evening, welcome to Vape Talk UK, episode 188. The good, the bad, and the fugly. You decide who is who.
I like it.
I reckon Chandler's the fugly.
Oh,
what, fugly? Really?
Yeah. Well, that's why you've had to
I love you too, dude.
You broke the lens. You don't love me. You've never invited me on VVRP, you wanker.
Yeah, just for a bit of context.
Breaking lenses, the only podcast where you could actually break the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is.
It's a bit choppy.
Oh.
Someone's ringing on his 90s, 40s house phone. What's that all about?
Yeah, so I said to Chandler just before we started, I was like, where's my invite to VVRP? And then he went, what you doing Saturday? And I just went, I don't want your pity invite. So he went, Mark, what you doing Saturday? And I was like, I don't want your second-hand pity invite.
And Chris just told me to fuck off.
Wow.
So
I've got to say, I'm a little bit
distraught.
I feel a little bit teary and upset.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Is it your last show, mate?
Huh? He said, is it your last show?
What's the matter? Why are you feeling teary and upset?
Sonia died on Neighbours tonight.
Oh dear.
Right. Okay.
Was that the Labrador? Oh, no, that was
going to be really serious for a minute then, and then you came out with that bullshit.
Serious, right? Lindsay had to stop her dinner through floods of tears.
Wow.
Who the fuck still watches Neighbours, man?
Dear.
So you're going to talk about the death of someone on Neighbours and forget about the death of the frontman of one of the greatest dance rock acts ever.
Oh, no. Please don't. Just,
no. I've actually got a story about him. So I was at Brixton Academy 2005, front row of the balcony, and Prodigy went to see them, obviously.
Didn't know you'd seen Luke Perry.
Matthew, is it Matthew Perry?
No, Luke Perry.
Luke Perry.
Yeah, so yeah, so I was at the front row of the Brixton Academy, and Keith Flint comes up onto the balcony, and he's walking along the front row. There's me, 15 years old, thinking I'm the boy, and he was singing "Breathe." And, well, I say singing, they don't do a lot of singing, do they? But I stuck my arm round him, and he got me in sort of like some weird headlock, and licked my face. And me thinking I looked at my mates, and they were like going ape shit, like it was the biggest thing to ever happen to any of us. And for some strange reason, I wiped his spit off and then licked my hand. I don't even know why.
I've got to say,
just wrong on so many levels.
Please don't interrupt me this week. We don't want to be upsetting. Anyway,
shower, Mark.
So.
Well, yeah, no. So one thing I was a massive raver in the 90s, and
yeah. Really?
Cheesy Quaver.
Yeah.
The raver at all.
Oh, the proper raver. Plastic dummies, hats, really? The works. In fact, I even went looking for my spliffy t-shirts the other day.
Why did you still have them?
I used to have them. They're worth a fortune now. They're worth an absolute fortune.
Do you remember those fat face tops everyone had?
Yeah.
Do you remember the colour change ones?
Hypercolour.
The ones that would colour change.
Hypercolour.
The hypercolour ones. Yeah,
What's
the
the
one where
one-
you
what was that?
everybody could tell you were sweating.
What was that brand as well that had like it was like letters, but it was like the colours of Jamaican flag. Do you know what I'm on about?
No.
I'll find it. You talk amongst yourselves.
Right.
Must have been. Anyway, I was a massive raver, and one of my all-time regrets was that I never got to see Prodigy live, and it was on my bucket list. And then
Killer.
devastated, honestly, gutted.
I mean,
Please,
I feel lucky.
please tell
enough
me
to
you
have
haven't
said
bought tickets for the new upcoming USA tour.
No.
No, I was
Okay,
lucky
that's
enough
fine.
to see him twice. Once at Glastonbury and once at Reading Festival, and just and I saw them at the Warriors Dance Festival, so 3 times.
I saw them at Warriors Dance. Did you? Was that at Milton Keynes Bowl?
Yeah, with where they had the ambulance hung from the ceiling.
Pendulum, Prodigy, Chasing Status, Subfocus. Yeah, I was there. That was fucking
That was
awesome.
crazy.
Chandler, have you seen
I
the Prodigy live?
Oh, and
I saw
Chicago,
them.
there.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I saw them at
Fuck you all!
Preston University. Sorry, mate. They were at the university I was at. This was just
No.
after they'd released Charlie, but not before. But before they'd released the album, so they hadn't even released their first album. No bugger
So
knew
the-
who they were.
They hadn't
first one.
released Experience. They hadn't released Experience, so I'm guessing that would have been about 1993, 4,
Go back one.
2. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
found
saw
the
them in
ticket.
1992. I was
see-
fucking.
If you look
two.
on my, if you look on my Facebook, I actually found the ticket about a few months back. So I might see if I can dig up that picture and show the ticket.
There we go.
So
you
I
go.
am the biggest raver here, and I'm the only
This
one
was
not to have
in
seen
this
them
in
live.
this show.
I've seen them
this show-
twice.
In this show, Keith was doing his usual, going absolutely nuts on stage, and
There it
he
is.
did a
Naff,
he
naff.
did a he did a crowd he did a stage dive,
Crowd
and
surf.
everybody at the front just went, and he went. He wasn't pleased.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
But
it was
it's
probably on that. It was probably on that much drugs. He wouldn't have cared.
Hey, Mark,
Just
I'll
did a
tell you about
stage dive, and everybody just went, "What the fuck?"
the second time I see him, him and that the black guy, they come out of snare drums. They
Liam?
were like
Liam.
Liam.
Liam,
They were like
the one who's nearly as tall as Mark.
maybe
What? Did you just say Liam Howlett was the black guy?
No.
I don't know what's
Got
up
the
with
wrong
my
one.
internet. I keep getting, you know, the noise you get when you disconnect a USB, and then the
Yeah.
internet goes, "Oh snap!"
Yeah.
No idea.
Right.
Does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
there was like 15-foot snare drums on the stage, and they were just doing that.
You're
Like
right,
there was
you're
just that one other dude that was doing like all that electronic stuff, and then all of a sudden them two shot out of these fucking giant snare drums just as the beat dropped, and it was insane.
And it
Were you there, Mark?
my apologies. It was Maxim, wasn't it? It wasn't. It was
Yeah,
Maxim, wasn't it?
Liam's the white guy, isn't it?
Yeah. Maxim's the black guy. Keith.
Liam's the guy on the computer.
So yeah, but on a serious note, if you ever
The fuck is
feel
going
bad,
on?
seek help, please.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What? Can
What
I
we
just
vaping on?
ask? Can anyone think of why this computer's doing this?
Because it's Windows.
Fuck you.
I can be a raver with a beard. I didn't always have a beard. I can't be a raver with a beard.
Can you imagine Mark? He's like the world's most conspicuous drug dealer at a rave. Like, he puts his hand in his pocket to pull out a bag of pills, and his hand is above the height of the crowd. in the little pocket on the front of his naff jacket.
And that was a NAFCO 54. Wasn't NAFCO 54 a rip-off of NAF?
I think it was just one of the naff jackets. That's the brand I remember. My
They
brother
were
used
called
to.
Naff now.
Yeah, the naff. My brother, he's in the chat now. He used to fucking be a right I don't want to say raver, but he used to like DJ all techno. So he used to throw these house parties, and all I remember is this thumping techno music and everyone walking around in stupid outfits. It's one of my oldest memories, though.
I have got a Dreamscape bomber jacket somewhere from back in the day. That has got to be.
Oh,
I really need to find that. Fucking Helter Skelter days.
101. I remember when my brother moved out. I think my mum kicked him out when I was younger, and he left. He didn't have anywhere to take his stuff, and he had a set of Technics 1210s Mark IIs. And I set him up in my room, and I was just blaring his tunes, and one of my neighbours come round and was like, "Oh my god, you're so lucky, bro!" And I made out they were mine. I was so like, everyone thought I was the boy. They weren't mine, they were his.
LSD and all, Mark. I may have dabbled back in my day. Once or twice.
I bet you did. The problem is you're so big that a little tap of LSD looks you can get the fucking fire.
Wouldn't do anything.
Acid belted me into next week. It was something that I couldn't even contemplate doing. Anyway.
Right.
Enough of my misspent youth.
Fuck me, I can't find this. I'm still looking for this ticket, for this picture of this ticket. I give up. I'll look later. Sorry.
Oh, it's funny because have you heard of the band Alexis on Fire?
Yeah.
They posted up a competition the other day saying, like, send us the pictures you've taken of the band, and I don't know what you'd win, but... So I looked back through my old MySpace page to find this picture I had of them, and the camera I had, it was like 2004, so the camera I had then on my phone was so bad that when I opened the picture up on a 4K screen, it was about this big. Oh.
Right.
No. What everyone's come up with Helter Skelter, Dreamscape. I was a Fantasia guy. Fantasia was my thing. I think we've lost Cass.
Oh, yeah.
We lost Cass. Yeah, Fantasia.
We lost Cass. That's disgraceful.
Hello.
Yeah. Fantasia was my thing. One step beyond.
Right. What are we vaping on for the third time?
Right. Sorry, carry on. What was the question again?
I'm not even going to ask it.
Me? Oh, all right,
no.
Okay. Hey, look. Hey, look what I've got. Are you ready?
Ew. Is that your vicious ant?
It's my vicious ant. Look how shiny it is. Stainless steel.
Does it hit like a wet flannel?
It's got a little 18350 inside it. Now the only problem is I've got the saver on the top, and I've tried to make it a bit matchy by putting a stainless drip tip on it because the tank's black.
Fair enough.
So, hey ho.
I think you might be the only person that cares though. Like you posted up a picture saying, "Is it bad that I've put a stainless steel drip tip on?" And it's just like indifferent. I mean, it looks cool though.
Yeah, I kind of wait because all the posts that I see of 18350 mods, it's a stainless tank on the top, and it's like, oh look, it's all stainless. It's like I put this black tank on. I thought I'll just put the black tank on because I haven't got a stainless one. It'll do. And then I actually thought that stainless tip on the top actually looks quite cool.
Yeah. How does it hit?
Yeah. It's mouth to lung. It's 1 ohm. It vapes.
Talking of LSD, Chandler, you've got a microdot just above your eyebrow. Or is it a spot?
Which one?
Another one.
There.
There.
Yeah, it's a zit. Look.
You gonna name him? I'll start charging him rent soon. The size of that bastard.
Call him Keith.
I think he was there last week. And pretend its name is Keith.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Dad.
Chicken in the air.
Stick
a deck chair up your nose. Buy a jumbo jet. And then bury all your clothes. Paint your left knee green. Learn to speak Arapaho and pretend your name is... No! I missed a line.
Extract your wisdom teeth.
And extract your wisdom teeth
What
and
the
pretend your
fucking song
name
is
is
this?
Keith.
Casserole your gran and pretend your name is Keith.
What the fuck
Okay,
is this
sorry.
song?
I don't know.
It's the Spitting Image song.
It's an image.
No idea what that is.
I think we're showing our age, Mark.
Pardon, you have no idea what Spitting Image is?
Nope.
Cass?
You said
What?
What? How can you not know Spitting Image? Oh my god!
Hang on. Have you ever heard of Spitting Image?
What?
Even Lindsay's heard of Spitting Image.
You say that like Lindsay's
Even
12.
Lindsay. That's
She's
making
also-
it sound like Lindsay's not supposed to know.
You took the piss out of John Major and stuff like that, didn't you?
Yeah, they did, see?
Hmm.
I
The
think
fuck
it was...
is- I have no idea.
Margaret Thatcher.
For a rap and catcher.
And the voice actor that did Margaret Thatcher's voice was a bloke. I like that. That always amused me.
I don't...
I don't
Look,
know
you're going to
that
have
at
to
all.
do a YouTube search for Spitting Image. How can
I was-
anybody not know what spit? It's like not knowing what. It's like
Yeah,
not
but
knowing
Chandler,
Monty Python.
Nah, the problem
Yeah.
you've got is that we're of a different generation where a lot of our pinnacle childhood memories you're not going to know. Cass, do you know what the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny is?
What?
I know. What? I can't picture what it is. What? No.
It's a cartoon that was done by Dave Firth, I think, the guy that did Salad Fingers. Oh, I do know what that is. I didn't know what it was called.
There you go.
Oh. Isn't that a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
like that Bo Selector?
Hang on a minute. Aren't
No,
half
this is
those people
puppets.
dead?
Well, presuming Middleback's Prince
Queen-
Harry, by the look of it.
That was Prince Andrew.
Queen Mother,
Oh, right.
the two of them, the Queen Mother and Diana.
Diana.
Other than that, I
Charles
think
is-
they're still alive.
Charles is barely alive.
Princess Anne.
No, who's on the left
God,
of
look at
Philip?
them ears on
Andrew.
Prince Charles. Prince Charles. I love those ears.
So, who's the one on the right of Philip?
Isn't...
That's Prince
no,
Andrew.
Is
Who's
it?
the one on the left of Philip then?
Oh no
That's Prince Andrew.
That's the at the back. That's the butler. What's his name? Butler.
Burrow.
Burrows. Yeah, there you go.
So is that what's her face on the right?
Princess Anne, right at the right.
Princess Anne. That's it. I was going to say
Margaret.
Beatrice's
No.
mum.
For fear of bringing it back to the point, Mark, what are you vaping on?
Yeah. I've only done one. That's fine. Carry
No,
on.
too late.
Me,
Oh,
I'm
bollocks.
vaping on Berserker 1 ohm. Is that a Stig?
What this?
No,
Stig.
Chandler. Was that a Stig in your hand?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Oh, I did wonder. And I am vaping on 12 milligram Frambosa from www.justadnick.co.uk.
Is that it?
I was looking through
Yeah?
Just Dad Nick the other day. There looks like some. I couldn't find that the one that nut tobacco that you were on.
This is pissing me off.
Why?
Do I
We've
even
gone
cut
everything.
out?
No.
No.
No?
Oh, now he has.
You just keep carrying on. Now you
Yeah,
have. Yeah, now
yeah,
you're pointing
yeah.
at the screen.
That's the second
Yeah,
time
just-
that's done that in like the last 2 seconds. I might have to restart my computer.
Was it called Natter or something?
Not. No.
Nata.
No.
Not-
No.
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 That's not.
The
No,
one
that's the Portuguese custard tart.
Oh.
Oh God, he's remembered the goddamn music.
I put it on ages ago.
It's been going for ages.
Did you? I've only just started hearing it. Stuart, it is Kangatech. It's an armor box. There you go. I thought I'd look at that, an armor box. It's quite funny. Look, it actually makes my Tayfun GT look relatively normal size. See?
Rob's just said it's called Foos Gold.
Yeah, sorry,
So-
Foos Gold, yeah.
I could not remember the name of it for the fucking life of me. It was doing my nutting.
I've run out of Foos Gold and I'm on the Frambosa at a minute, but I do need to order some more Foos Gold.
Sweet.
Order incoming.
Right, am I
Yeah, that's all I'm vaping on.
You are back now.
And he's gone again.
And he's gone again. Oh,
I
dear.
got,
this is gonna be fun.
I got that disconnected noise as well. That boom. What the fuck
Oh,
is
we haven't
doing
been
it?
hearing that.
Well,
That's in my headphones.
what's connected to it that keeps fucking up your internet?
I don't know.
Because Summit's not doing you any favours.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost a YouTube chat as well.
Yeah, see, everyone's raving about this Foos Gold, so I've got to get myself some, I think.
I've never tried Foos Gold, to be honest with you. But it's a tobacco
lovely.
thing, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Good for mouth to long, I presume.
it's got oatmeal.
Very nice.
Oatmeal.
It's got an oatmeal.
Okay.
You might like the one I'm vaping on at the moment then. It's Got Salt's Crumbacco, which is literally just biscuit and tobacco. And it's bloody lovely. But it's quite dark tobacco in comparison to a lot of the tobaccos you find.
It's very nice.
So what the fuck? You've put that up, haven't you?
Where's he gone?
He's put that up. He's put that the wanker. What a
Nice
dick.
one, Mark. Like that
I
one.
panicked then, and I realised I can't see that, so why am I panicking? Yeah, so I'm vaping on the Orion with 50mg Cactus Mojito from justadnick.co.uk. It was that icebreaker stuff, but I ran it really dry, and the only one I had to hand was Cactus Mojito, which is fucking amazing, by the way.
I've never tried it, and I do like my fruits.
Now, like a good fruit.
He's gone again.
Oh, sorry, I got him on.
I'm going to crack up in a minute. This fucking thing. What is disconnecting? What is making that noise and then kicking me off?
Have
Is
you got
your
anything
microphone...
Bluetooth?
Oh.
No Bluetooth.
Is it making the da-da-da as it can reconnect again, or is it just making the
No.
disconnection noise?
It's making disconnection noise.
Just the...
Then this internet's going reload. I'll snap, and then that's it.
Open Device Manager and watch to see what's connected and disconnected.
Ah, there you go. That sounds kind of logical.
Yeah, but I've got so much shit in here. What could I?
No. Device Manager, the hardware list. Just see
Yeah.
what kicks out, kicks in again.
Yeah, but I'll have to open them all up, wouldn't I?
Hi,
So,
Keith. Thank you for
keyboards,
joining us.
Mouse,
No, you'll have a list. Should have a
Yeah,
list.
but the
surely.
list's so long; it would go on about 12 pages. USB.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think it's going to be a keyboard.
Um,
Would have thought your keyboard would do it.
No, but I'll check network adapters as well. Okay.
if I'll go. I'm using the Berserker right now, and I've got apple and elderflower salts in it. And it's nice to vape salts in something that's not a pod system.
Yay, fucking pod systems.
But in true fashion, I've got a pod system, so there we go. I've got those two. Although the batteries for this literally just died, so I've put them on blast charge, and they should be back to normal in about 20 minutes. Oh no, what?
20 minutes to charge your batteries.
Well, not fully charge them, just to get enough to last me the rest of the show.
Okay.
And yeah, so I got the Got Salts Crumbacco. I've just got these two on the go at the moment. It's mostly what I've been vaping this week. It's been quite pleasant. But this is my last bottle of Jeffrey's salts. Of what, you know, everything else is I have vaped. It is gone.
I can't believe you left the elderflower to last.
I've got to say,
No, I've got
I'm
apple and
actually
elderflower
really-
in here, but it's not.
I'm enjoying
It's
this
not-
way
it's not
more
salt.
in a tank than I was in a pod.
Mm.
I don't think the pods do it any justice. With a proper coil, with proper wicking and proper tight airflow, it's way, way better than it was in a pod. Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, this-
appley in a well, no, not in a pod system. It's a lot more appley in the likes of the billet box than it is in this.
I'm getting more apple through the tank than I was through the... I had it in my mini fit for a little while, and I was getting a lot of the elderflower, but not much of the apple. So swapping it over has actually made all the difference in the world.
Cool.
But I'm at the others. So eventually, Mark will release it, and I can buy some more.
I was going to say, if you'd like to buy a bottle of that, then watch this space.
Yeah. And if
Also,
you're really good, he might let you buy a couple of bottles.
Yeah. And in our newest feature, New Reviewer Highlight, we we'll put up a
Easy.
link to a review channel you absolutely need to go and check out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
In
it,
fact, I'm gonna
is
do
it
it right
UK
now.
Card Club?
Yeah.
Do you review?
It's a
vapey
vape
things?
review channel, I think. Is it? I'm assuming it's the channel that
Oh
I'm
my
thinking it is.
God, Mark, I thought that was a urine sample then, and you were drinking it when your hand was covering the cap.
Right, first thing on the list this week.
First thing on the list.
First thing, we've got a list. What?
We have got a list.
Really?
It's called the show notes. I also put a
really?
time frame in, and we're 10 minutes into our news section, but whatever.
Yeah, like I probably ought to get the show notes up. Really, maybe sometime, perhaps.
Fired.
I did look at the show notes, and I did notice that we've got a fuck ton of news today.
Oh god, yeah. Right. So because I can't share,
Oh.
Aren't you?
no.
Oh,
Mark, if you
Kaz
replace my
does not
face with your
share.
screen share, I
Cass,
can't. It freezes.
quick question.
Mm.
You know that you're fired that you just did? What film is
Yeah.
that from?
I don't know. It's just something that I used to. The band I work with, we always used to just say it. If anyone fucked up, it would just be like fired.
That's from, I think it's from like a Cat in the Hat or
Something.
something like that. Like a,
Oh, he's
like
gone.
the Grinch.
Right. So
There we go, I'm back.
just before we start the news, this is the channel that you need to go and check out for high-end quality reviewing. Anyway,
Oh,
Don't do it now.
That channel. That was the best vape review channel I've ever seen in my life.
it's OG. Anyway, so where are we at? Let's get the news up because I can't find. So the biggest news, and this is going to affect everyone, and it's huge. And it'll be the first time something like this has happened since what, 2007? Is the UK could see a legal smoking age increase from 18 to 21 years of age. Now, because vaping is considered a tobacco product, this will affect vaping. So what rules are applied to smoking should be applied to vaping, apparently, according to the rules. So, it says these new measures to improve pubic health. Check it. If you scroll down, it says pubic health.
Really? My word.
Second line.
New measures to improve pubic health.
We'll
Well
see
done.
higher levies placed on tobacco companies. The taxes will then be used to fund the campaigns to prevent youths from taking up smoking and encouraging others to quit. The influential cross-party group of MPs who make up the parliamentary group on smoking and health also want to restrict the amount of smoking showed in TV shows and films. I mean, that's been a thing for a long time, isn't it? Restricting people smoking in, like, I mean, you never see anyone smoking in BBC dramas anymore.
Yeah.
Rarely.
Rarely. Unless they're like an edgy detective staring off over the Scarborough Moors.
That's funny because I was watching something the other day when my missus wasn't here, and like 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps come on, and fuck me, the amount of fags they smoke on that is unreal.
Well, it's like ab fab.
Oh, they just churn through them. Yeah, it's
right.
nuts.
So apparently, according to
This
the
is-
Tobacco Manufacturers
Sorry.
Association, go
This
on.
is cut out again. I seriously, if anyone knows how the fuck I can sort this error out, Mark,
Just
could you try
what
making
about
me a new
restart?
link? I restarted already. Can you try and make me a link, Mark? A new link, please. Go on, Gas. Sorry.
No, you're right. So, according to the Tobacco Manufacturers Association, the price of a box of cigarettes in the UK is already around 80% tax. Health Secretary Matt Hancock says smoking rates needed to be tackled if the government wants to make good on their plans to increase life expectancy by 5 by 2035. The smoking rate in the UK has fallen to second lowest in Europe in recent years, and Hancock wants it to fall even further. So the government wanted to reduce the number of 15-year-olds who regularly smoke from 8% to 3%. And the legislation to strictly regulate smoking used to be considered controversial and extreme by all mainstream political parties. This MP submission to the government's Green Paper is backed by 17 organisations. Now, I don't know how this will affect vaping, other than the fact that anyone who's 18, 19 and 20 won't be able to buy vape equipment anymore. Now, when I used to smoke, as soon as I started smoking when I was about 13, and as soon as I turned 16, it wasn't far off turning 16, I think I was almost 17, it went up to 18. So I had another year of trying to get
that to me.
I had to get
That's
the local
exactly
corner
what
shop
happened to me.
the local corner shop who used to sell it to me anyway, be like, come on, you know you can still do it. You've been doing it for the last 4 years. And they were cool. But, yeah, man, screwed over. But anyone who wants to vape who's 18 is now going to have to wait a further 3 years. And it's really hard doing maths on someone's driving licence when you look at their ID. Now I've got to work out what 21 after... When it says 2000, it's like, well, you're 19? Last year it was really easy. As long as it was... as long as their birth year was the year 2000, we were good. So,
oh dear.
Mental.
Well, now surely you just need to add 1. Oh no.
Yeah.
That smoking ban happened.
He's gone.
It's not. Hang on.
Oh.
You've
For
booted him out,
fuck's
haven't you?
sake, it's happened again. This is just ridiculous.
It's alright. I had to re-enable his audio and everything because he was on a
I
different
might
channel.
have to reinstall fucking Chrome at this rate. So yeah, the same year that the year that I turned 18, because I was drinking in pubs anyway from like 16, but the year I actually turned 18, and I was actually going out properly, because obviously when you're going out underage, you try and keep yourself inconspicuous. So I wasn't ordering mad drinks and I wasn't like smoking at the pub because I didn't want to get caught. And then when I turned 18, the same year, they put a smoking ban in place, and so I've never smoked at a pub before.
Yeah, I used to smoke in a pub. I did it for about a year. Oh.
I'm going to reinstall Chrome.
Okay.
Have you had a look in chat? I put a quick question into chat saying,
I saw that.
So
That
how
was
old is everyone? And have you noticed it was... Keith was 8. Yeah, well, okay. Keith's Keith. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 15, 8, 13, 14, 11. There were 10. There was only Michael, who was 16. And the only reason I'm saying that is because when I started smoking, the legal age for smoking was 16. And it's gone up since then. And did that make a difference to how many kids smoked?
Not at all.
Nah.
Also,
Not
has anyone
some-
just seen?
Right,
Alistair's just put up about Scott Gottlieb of the FDA has just resigned,
Oh, really?
which is potentially huge. I'm actually going to save that for next week's news because I think there's going to be more coming out about that if that is the case. But that's huge.
Good find, Alistair. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Breaking news.
Right,
Love
let's
it.
move on to the next one. What's the next one you're going to give me, Mark? Let's have a look.
I think we should go with vape show, pube beards, and flap caps.
Yeah?
What?
Is that a news article?
Yeah. Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Go with that?
Right. Yep. I've got keep ad blocker on. Yeah, sod your ads. Right. So. Here we go. So Reynolds Tobacco debuts an e-cigarette commercial, and they actually tighten their online vape sales to combat teen use. Now, this is the first time I've actually seen a company do this, albeit a unit of British American Tobacco. What these guys are doing is... Whoa.
Oh my God, don't do that near the microphone.
Sorry.
So basically, this device is called a Views Alto e-cigarette. And Views customers will be limited to buying 3 devices per quarter and spending no more than $80 per week online. Now that might seem mad, but what they're trying to do, it seems, is limit people's uses in order to cut it down. So let me elaborate. So Reynolds American Tobacco is tightening their restrictions to buy its Vuse e-cigarettes online and running a national ad campaign to try and position itself as a leader in combating underage use. A unit of British American Tobacco, Reynolds is debuting its ad campaign on several cable networks, and that's starting Monday. Using the tagline "The Perfect Puff," it's appealing to adult smokers to switch from combustible cigarettes.
That's a brilliant advertising.
Puff.
Brilliant.
The Perfect Puff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So these e-cigarette companies have rolled out their own sales restrictions since the FDA threatened banning nicotine vaporizers altogether, amid what federal health officials call an epidemic of teen vaping. At the same time, they don't want to lose any more market share to start-up e-cigarette company Juul, which has dominated the industry since its debut in 2015. I think it's very interesting to limit what people can buy. Let's hope their devices are good and their customers are not clumsy, because if you can only buy three a quarter? Yeah, 3 devices per quarter.
3 joules.
No, this is a completely different device. It's called the Vuse Alto.
You see, the
What do
way
you
I
think?
see it, you know, well, what's the saying? Haters gonna hate, smokers gonna smoke, vapors gonna vape. All they're doing, in my eyes, is sending their customers to competition, surely.
You'd have thought so. I mean, maybe they're so confident that their product's the best thing out there that no one could possibly use anything else. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. So
I just don't see the
it's
point in
interesting.
it. I don't see the point in it.
I mean, I don't quite understand.
Maybe I know what they should do is limit the £80 a week
Crack.
to children, so only children can spend $80 a week. Problem solved.
That'd be amazing.
Oh dear.
But the thing is that like Chandler said earlier, kids are gonna vape, kids are gonna smoke, kids are gonna drink, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Yes, okay, you can be seen to not be marketing to kids. You can be seen not to be making these available to kids, and they're not mostly. All these products have age restrictions, so it's down to the sellers to enforce said age restrictions. But kids are going to get their hands on it, deal with it, and stop ruining the industry over something that no one can control.
The trouble is, you can go if you go with cigarettes. I mean, they've taken all the branding off. You've got lovely, brilliant green packaging at the moment. The thing that's appealing to the kids is the fact that somebody has gone, you can't do it, and they've gone, all right, okay, so we've got to try it because we're not allowed to.
Of course, I mean,
And that could be that's smoking, drinking, having sex.
When you were a kid, did you look at a kid smoking and go, "What brand you got, mate?" And then he brings out his shiny red Marlboro packet, and you go, "Oh, you got the red Marlboro there."
Whatever
then-
they got, whatever they got, I'd go twos.
Yeah, saves, mate. But
What did they call it round here? LSD, last scratty drags.
amazing.
Sloppy seconds.
No, it was called saves or twos.
Twos.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
back.
I mean, yeah. I like your
so yeah,
T-shirt, by the way.
interesting
Thank you.
business model. We'll see if it works for them, I guess. What's
Indeed.
next?
Let's go with this bad boy. This did make me laugh a little bit.
Right. So, was it Chandler? Did you find this?
No, it was me.
What is it?
Mark found
Oh.
it. So basically, this is called the filter device.
Oh,
And get this, right? Okay, and firstly, check out this dude, right? He is in every photo, and it's hilarious, right? This guy is far too good looking and clean cut. So basically, the smallest, most sophisticated personal filter to reduce secondhand smoke and vapor. We asked people who vape to share their feelings about secondhand smoke. Then you keep scrolling, and you've got these 3 images, right? Cleaner air, less judgment, socially conscious. Right. I'm not going to tell you what this thing does quite yet. So it says, Filter is a socially conscious brand driven to create a cohesive living environment between vapors and non-vapors alike by eliminating second-hand vapor and smoke. Meet the Filter Pocket. Designed for the modern-day vapor, Pocket is a sophisticated handheld filter for everyday use with your favorite vaping device or smoking accessory to diminish odor and keep the air around you smoke-free. It's time to flip the conversation around vaping. Thanks to the telltale vapor cloud, those who choose to vape have been unfairly subjected to stigma, judgment, and social isolation.
Social isolation.
The first accessory that enables you to enjoy a cloud-free vaping experience. Simply flip between inhaling from your vaporizer and exhaling the vapor into the filter. You breathe on one end and you breathe it back in on the other end. So you inhale on one end of it and inhale it back into this grotty filter on the other. Oh.
I need to find a video of this.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty classy looking thing. They've clearly got someone who's very good with 3D design to make these mock-ups. And oh my god, everyone in their stock photos is like minted.
So basically, you have this filter attached to your E-Cig. You don't even, I suppose, you don't even need it attached to your E-Cig really, because you just take a puff on your E-Cig and then blow through this filter.
Now, would you feel more socially stigmatized blowing into something else?
No, look, I could actually see it being incredibly, really useful for vaping in hotels so you don't set the smoke alarm off.
But do you think it could handle a 0.1 ohm alien build?
I don't know.
I want to try. Just get a big, dirty, cloudy.
I completely think the way they're marketing it is a load of bollocks, because there's no issue with second-hand vapor. But I could understand perhaps if I'm sat in my living room chucking clouds, that it might piss my missus off a bit. Okay, I might blow it into this and reduce the clouds, or like I was saying, vape in a hotel room. But other than that, nah.
Do you think it could handle anything more than the pen it supposedly comes with?
I don't. Does it? I didn't look too hard, but it doesn't come. Does it not come with a pen? I thought you literally just plug it onto your 510.
No, the flip one does.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't understand why it has to be attached to your vape, because literally, you would just take a drag on your vape and then just go on the other one. Why would you need to flip it onto your vape?
I don't know. If you keep scrolling, look how rich and clean all these people's houses are. There's one at the very bottom, and I swear to God, it's look at that.
Oh my
look at that.
Hang on, why have they got a clip from Buck Rogers in the 21st Century? They've even got a Star Trek uniform on. I mean, what?
Does it even do anything?
Oh, what? Oh, is it not playing on your screen?
No.
Oh, I'm watching the video.
No.
I'm watching the video.
You're watching the video. Okay, so that's nice. You're just watching the video at us.
Sophisticated. Game changer.
But yeah, like Michael said, it doesn't exist. Second-hand vape isn't something
There's
that's
no
dangerous.
issue.
It's purely... I mean, the thing is I mean, yeah, that might be useful to me in my flat because I can't make clouds of vape. But there's no point in it if it can't handle the cloudier vapors. And at what point does it... Do you think it gets all moist and mouldy inside?
Well, how's it going to cope? I mean, that's all got to go somewhere. It's just going to start dripping VG out of it.
Are we talking about devices or hookers? Because the last few things that everyone said has just been like, is it going to get wet and mouldy inside? And then Chandler said...
it's just going to drip.
Dave Mottram's got comment of the week so far. No clouds, bro. No clouds.
I like the bit. It'd be great if it made a wee sound as you blew.
Those things that you blow through. Woo! That'd be brilliant.
I think that defeats the point of it being socially acceptable. Every time you breathe out.
In clouds. Just like, what was the name of that filter that you were supposed to be able to buy that you could put in your room that would just defog it in seconds and it just
Isn't that
didn't
called a
work?
dehumidifier?
No, God no! You could buy one. It was about 70 quid, and it was supposed to take all the. If your room was foggy, it would defog your room, and I can't remember what the hell it was called.
So I'm tempted to get my hands on one of these just to see what it's like for the pure novelty of it.
I've got a feeling you're just going to end up blowing into the. It's going to be. It's basically going to be a load of kazoos that somebody has bought from China for.
Do you think it's a
penny
replaceable
piece.
filter that you have to take out once it's all
No, no.
soggy and wet?
I just think it's a kazoo that's going to have the filter branding on it, and you're just going to be buying a kazoo. That's it. You're going to end up just blowing vape through a kazoo. On the process of.
I love these novelty product websites. They put far more money into their website than their product.
If anyone
dear.
from Filter is watching, would love to try one, please send us one out for evaluation purposes.
Prove us wrong. We
Yeah,
think
like
it's going to
hell.
be wank. Prove us wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so we've all heard of people having intolerances to VG. This woman claims that an allergic reaction...
PG.
That's PG. I meant PG. I said VG. Reactions to PG. Now, it's not unheard of, but it is rare.
Did
This
she have a
woman claims,
bath in it?
I don't know, but it looks like she's got scabies.
Sorry, did she have what?
A
bath
in it.
in it.
A bath?
Yeah. I know I'm from Yorkshire. I just thought I'd tone it down a bit for all you Southerners.
Oh, is that like a bath?
She had a bath in it. Yeah, she had a
okay.
bath in it.
Okay, so a woman in
It's
England
like
is calling
hives.
for... Honestly, there's something else wrong with her, I swear to God. Calling for a law requiring an allergy test for any first-time vapors after she claims her severe reaction to the e-cigarette landed her in hospital. Lisa Santiago Griggs, who has attempted to self-medicate with a vape pen... Self-medicate? To relieve long-term back pain. Now, this doesn't seem like it's a normal vape pen.
I mean, I'm trying to think how standard vape liquid would help with long-term back pain. I've got a feeling it's something else.
I'm trying to work out on the right-hand side of that. What is that image of?
Where?
What is it? This thing
Top.
here.
Back.
Which
Is it a
that's
torso?
her back. You want?
Back.
That's her back.
Yeah.
But what's this thing here?
Bum.
That's her hips.
Okay.
There's our hospital gown. There's the hospital curtains.
It's not the first time Lindsay's had to navigate
I've
Mark
seen it
around a
before,
female
yeah.
body.
Not the
He's never
first, certainly not the
from
last.
behind. So she says, I've never even vaped or smoked before. They sold it to me and sent me on my way without any advice of the possible side effects. At 2 a.m. I woke up with an itch, and all of a sudden by 4:30 I was completely covered in a painful rash. I've never had an allergic reaction to anything before. This was horrible.
I'm sorry. Where did his mum have the chocolate hidden? I have to know.
What? You're looking at the one on the side. What's this, number 4?
Sorry. Carry on.
You're reading. I can't read that from here. It's too small.
Boy
Do
3
not.
allegedly suffered near fatal reaction after eating mum's hidden chocolate. Right, okay. So she told the news outlet that she'd been taking CBD oil tablets to ease the pain from a broken back that she suffered 4 years ago and had hoped the vape would provide the same relief. But within hours of trying it, she started to feel the side effects. When the rash began to blister, she went to Southmead Hospital in Bristol, where she said she was treated with steroids and an IV drip. I am 100% convinced it was the vape. So basically, she thinks it was the vape. There's no quote from a doctor here. She just thinks, well, I got ill, so it must be the vape.
I'm
Even though
90%
she was-
sure she's allergic to nickel.
Nickel.
Hang on.
Nickel.
She could be allergic to semen. In all fairness,
Yeah.
How many people spunked on her back?
maybe she went to a
she does live in
bukkake
Bristol.
party.
I'm sorry, I thought you were referring to sailors. I was,
Is this British? It can't be British.
It's from Bristol. She lives in Bristol.
Yeah, there you go. Seaman. See? Bristol. Sailors. I told you. Great
Anyway.
I'm not having it. I don't think that's the UK.
It is. I saw it on the news earlier. I actually brought some content for once after you pulled me up on it.
I'm
didn't put
fairly
anyone
sure
up.
it's an STD because the very last quote she says is, "I was on fire from the inside out." So, there we go.
Phil, sorry,
To
I've
be
just read in
honest,
chat.
that's-
Phil said it's called a vape nut. I know he's probably posted that half an hour ago, but a vape nut, that was the thing that took the vapor out of your room that didn't work.
Oh.
There you go. Look on Fast Tech for a vape nut. It's worth every penny. Anyway, so carry on.
So yeah, this woman blamed vaping with no medical confirmation and just went straight to the news about it.
There you
Honestly,
go.
I get it all
And-
the
and
time
they-
in
and
my
they
shop.
went-
I get.
I'm shutting up. I keep interrupting everybody.
No, you're good.
Yeah. It's fine. Carry on. What? Oh, Mark.
He's allergic to dairy,
found
nuts,
it.
eggs, and sesame. Ouch. That's like
Why?
everything.
Why? Suffered a near-fatal allergic reaction after digging into his mum's secret chocolate stash. What? Why does it sound so fucking wrong? After eating his
Your
mum's
filth.
hidden chocolate.
Because it is wrong. He shouldn't have been in his mum's hidden secret chocolate stash.
It's just a bit too sexual for me. It's just a bit weird.
Yeah. It's
If
just
an
your
article about a
twisted
3-year-old
raw-
is too sexual for you, something's wrong. Right. Let's do one more.
Jono, congratulations, mate. I didn't realise you were in.
Oh yeah! Congratulations, Jono. Welcome to the land of no sleep.
No
Honestly,
money,
keep-
no life,
Who needs?
no.
No.
I,
Oh, dear.
just going back to Keith's comment, saying he's tempted to try a device like that. I've ruined 3 PCs, 2 TVs, and 2 sets of cordless phones. How?
Because VG builds up on it. Macs are terrible for it.
See, I haven't had any issues, and I mean, I've been doing reviews for what, 3 years, breathing vape directly at the computer, and I've had no issues, other than a bit of condensation behind the screen, which I was able to clean off.
But
You're breathing it
like,
all over your monitor. Your computer's got a fan running that just sucks the stuff straight in, and then plasters it all over whatever it's trying to keep cool.
See, I was a little worried about it happening to my TV because I started to see these weird smears that wouldn't go away on the front of my TV, and then I actually got some alcohol wipes and they disappeared. But the TV
You need
hasn't got a
some- you need
space
some
behind
kind
it from which it can condense. It's literally the screen, whereas the Mac has a piece of glass and then an air gap into the screen. So weird.
Isn't
But
it a sealed air gap, like double glazing? Because if you're vaping in a room that's got double glazed windows, you don't end up with VG on the bit in the middle, unless
No,
there's
it's
something
magnetized.
wrong with
It's
your
not-
double glazing.
It's not airtight because it's just magnets that hold the glass on. Very, very, very strong magnets, I found out, but it is magnets. But yeah, I was worried about my TV. I was like, oh god, has it settled inside the TV? Because I've just got the TV. We had all these weird black lines come up on the TV, like shadows almost. And we had all these shadows. Anyway, I got the screen replaced by Samsung under warranty, and I thought, oh god, is it happening again, but different? And it turns out that it was just a dirty screen, and actually nothing but the alcohol wipes took it off. I was wiping it down with because you can use like a damp what is it, microfiber cloth, and that didn't do anything. But it was eventually the alcohol wipes did it. But I was a little worried, so. Yeah, I use my beard as a filter for VG. Yeah. See, that's why all vapors have beards. So,
Yeah,
there we go.
absolutely.
Right, e-cigarettes not safe, claim vapors with vapors exposed to heart failure and cancer. The way I said that made it sound completely different to what it actually says. So, scientists, those vague scientists, say the results are worrying, especially with the dramatic rise in young people taking up vaping. E-cigarettes are not safe for your lungs and will leave vapors more exposed to acid reflux, heart failure, and cancer, experts have revealed. Who are these experts, and why are they not saying who they are? I don't know. The University of Rochester Medical Center in New York adds to the growing fears over the electronic cigarettes, which many take up to quit smoking. A professor in the Department of Public Health Sciences say the take-home message is electronic cigarettes are not safe when it comes to lung health. Are these guys doing the same experiments? Or is someone just getting it wrong?
God knows.
I don't get it. So, yeah, Tobacco Control Journal published results showed vapors were 1.7 times more likely to experience wheezing and other respiratory symptoms, and that remained true after adjusting for factors like BMI, age, gender, and secondhand smoke exposure. Let me scroll down my side. Okay. Wheezing, which is caused by narrowed or abnormal airways, is often a precursor to other serious health conditions such as emphysema, gastroesophageal reflux disease, heart failure, lung cancer, and sleep apnea. Now, all of those things, actually, I didn't have all of those things, that's terrible, but I did used to have sleep apnea when I smoked. Within about 2 weeks of giving up smoking and vaping, all of that had gone. So,
I think someone needs to take some new stock images.
I do. Look at that. What is that tank? Is that a Pro tank?
Honestly,
Oh my god, that's...
got an old style battery.
Honestly, whenever you see people vaping in stock... I don't know. They're all really old. That's, So yeah, it's just another one. It's another vague article shaming vaping. Oh, there's a jewel. Careful, the mirror.
There we go.
Get
Got to have one.
sued. Just buying a vape. Nut. Oh.
There's only 4 left on GearBest.
Please tell me you're actually buying one.
According to Badger, so I'm just buying a vape nut.
No, there we go. And I think that is pretty much the whole news.
That is the news. There's a few more bits there, but
Nothing crazy.
no.
Yeah.
No. I'm back. I'm frozen.
You're back.
Oh.
I am here.
You're frozen. That's your Tinterway.
No, I'm here, I think.
Oh, he's
Just,
gone. He's gone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can, Chris.
There we go.
Oh,
He's back.
And he's back in the room.
I was a bit worried there. I refreshed and it said not connected. I was like, oh god, and then refreshed again and it was fine. So, here we go. So, let me refer to my notes.
I want to do my my new thing.
Go for it. Let's do it.
Your new thing.
Bear with me a second. Let me just grab the images.
Can you paste them over the middle? Make them really big.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and we're going to have host +4 move me into E.
Ooh, this is fancy.
This is where it breaks.
You're
on
way
the screen.
clever.
Oh.
Oh, look at you. This means you're now down here. You're confusing me.
What do we think?
Is that a car key?
That is... Looks like a car key.
Yeah.
It's the colour of the British Army.
Yeah, it just says vape on it. Like, really? You got another one
it's
that says
actually-
car on it.
It's
Let me guess,
actually
that's your pod.
it's the Asmodus Oni Ignition pod kit.
So it's called an ignition, presumably because it looks like a car key.
Yeah. What are our thoughts?
That's why not? Really? And what are the buttons for? I'm assuming the top one's the fire button. Is there an up and down?
I think the middle one's the fire button.
Oh, the middle one's the fire button.
I think the middle one is actually a light.
LED.
Yeah.
Well, it's
so it's
what size battery on them?
It's a 12 watt system, 500 milliamp hour system. Being advertised as a CBD pod system, but I'm guessing you can use it for nicotine products. Also, what do we think?
It looks like a car key.
I think it's a bit. It looks like they've done really immaculate work on the body, and then they've gone, shit, we forgot where we need to put the pod in this, guys. Oh, just attach it to the end.
I love the way they had to put vape in a big letters in case you forget and try and unlock your car with it.
He stood there going, why the fuck's the car not opening?
But even when you look at the size of it, let me swap the images over. It is about that size.
It's almost exactly that size. I don't know, if that outside is all metal, which it looks like it is, it could look like a fairly sturdy device. Again, it just looks like the pod is a complete afterthought.
It's a fucking pod system.
It's a pod system. It's gonna vape like a pod system. It's got a 500 milliamp hour battery, which is middle of the range for a pod system. It is, at least it doesn't look like a USB stick.
The real question is, what does it retail for?
About 30 quid.
Ugh.
Well,
Let me see if I can find anyone with it in stock yet. E-Cig Clicker have got them. No, E-Cig Clicker reviews, aren't they? Oh, actually, looks like Flawless has got them. They are... Come on. $29.99.
See, if it's a Modus, it's probably going to be quite well built, and it probably won't be too bad, but it looks terrible.
I'm not. I've got nothing against it other than the fact it's a pod. I mean, since I've got that, it's like this thing's tiny. It's like, who needs a pod system?
There we go.
Will you be buying one?
No.
One of them? No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Mark's
Why
just
not?
bought 50 of them, and he needs.
I've got nothing against it, but I wouldn't go and buy a pod system.
Why?
Because I have to chuck the pods away. I only get 1.5 mil in it, and they're usually pants.
Right, next on my impressions list, the Freemax Twister. I'll give you two guesses as why you think it's called the Twister.
Has it got anything to do with the wattage change being on the bottom, like an old Twist battery?
Yeah.
Is it an
Pretty
18650 or built in?
No. It's a built-in.
Okay.
80 watt device. Comes with two different types of coils. Three. X1, X2 and X3 mesh coils.
Why can't they just release one coil and just say, this is the coil we've chosen, rather than here's 9 coils? I
don't know. Because they make more money out of it.
Probably. I love how it says a real 2300 mAh 21600 battery
instead of a pretend one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard very good things about them though.
Yeah, that's the reason I brought it up. You know, for me, they're just a bit too fucking garish. But there seems to be a lot of people that like garish, I guess.
But there's not a
There's a lot
rainbow
of the
one, and for that, it wins my vote.
Seems to be the in thing at the minute, either camo or comic book stickers all over it.
Or like sticker blasting.
Seems to be the
Sticker blast, yeah.
yeah, that sort of thing seems to be
Bomb.
all the range.
Sticker bombing. That's
Sticker
it.
bomb. Oh shit! I'm undoing the tank.
Well, the Freemax is the Freemax tank again. I've heard good things about. I'm a bit dubious about the spinner battery. I've only ever seen them break because that little ring that spins around the outside always comes off.
Yeah, I've not used one. I've not seen one. I've not played for one. So yeah, no, for me. So between the two, then the options are the spinner or the car battery, the car key.
It's got to be the spinner.
Car battery. 12 volts lasts you 3 months.
Leisure
What are
battery.
we voting for? What do we vote for? Which we prefer? Which we fucking hate?
Which one?
If this is we have to buy one.
What? One's a flusher, one's a buyer.
What
Flush
the price?
the key.
What's the price on the Smock Pen 22?
What's on
They
the
are they're for 40 quid, I think.
That's not bad. I mean, the nunchaku was almost 80 quid.
Yeah, in your shop.
It just reminds me so much of the Ego pens, the Ego Twist.
Yeah.
I think based on price, aesthetics, I'd have to go with the car key.
Nice.
That looks like a poorly branded.
We've lost Chris.
I'm trying to read what it says on it, and it just looks to me like it says cream egg.
The thing
It
is,
says
like,
Worcester.
does anyone remember the old Twister batteries that used to have the magnetic charger connection?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't more pens use that? The only thing I ever get them back for broken is because someone's mashed up the USB charger. Why are people not on induction and magnetic? Like, because it cannot break
Well,
in the same way.
here you go, twist.
But yeah, that little magnetic click on the bottom was brilliant because it didn't matter which way around it worked. And I get people coming, oh, have you got one with a better charging port? It's like, mate, they are all from the same factory and they are all as shit as each other. The only thing that's different is the way you put it in, you know. So,
Aye. Next up, then.
what would you choose, Mark? Out of the two,
Me, I wouldn't use either of them.
Which one would you go for?
but if you had to use two,
Coward.
if you
Right.
had it all burn and someone said you can have one of these devices for free,
Do you know? Right. As much as I don't like the key thing, the ignition. One thing that they've done or not done that's I'm looking for the photo now, that disappointed me was that they didn't actually put a key fob hole at the bottom.
oh, that would have been genius.
Had they have,
So you
had
could
they have
actually
put
put it on your keys.
you could have put it on a key ring.
Yeah. That
That's
would
what
make
they've missed.
so much sense. Yeah,
Had they have done that, in my opinion,
you'd have gone for it.
I wouldn't have bought one.
Chrome.
I think Chris is giving up. On
I'd
that.
have just gone for the twist because you can put whatever tank you want on the top of it.
Can you?
Yes.
Or
Can you?
Are you assuming? Are you assuming?
Yeah, it's a
I'm
510. I think.
assuming it's a 510. Is it not?
Yeah, look at it. A clear join
looks
at
like
the
a
bottom of the tank there.
My issue for both of them, yeah, there is a clear join, yeah. My issue for both of them is they've got built-in battery, and I don't buy anything with a built-in battery.
Except for the Orion.
I bought it, I don't use it.
I'll have
You're
it,
a weirdo.
I've just bought because that's got a built-in battery. It's
Never
quite
mind.
nice.
Didn't plug.
But there we go.
Yeah. I mean, if the battery's alright, I haven't got a problem with the built-in battery. I've got enough devices that whilst it's charging, I'll use something else. It actually doesn't bother me at all. Really. I do need to find someone that's good with soldering lipos, though, because I'm replacing the battery on that Vapor Shark, and I think the one that I'm getting is in the post. And I am not brave enough or have a good enough soldering iron to solder directly onto a lipo battery. So...
Where's Craig Nichols when you need him?
yeah. Right. To my notes. So one thing that we do is that you guys are always asking us questions, and we thought, why don't we dedicate a small section as a little Ask Me Anything, an AMA session. And essentially, over the next couple of minutes, you guys blast questions in the chat about vaping, about us, about anything you want, and we answer them. And I think it's a cool little way to get to know you guys a little bit better. And so, over the next minute, blast some questions in the chat, and we'll answer and discuss. Aim them at someone as well. So say to Chandler, what is this, or what is your favourite whatever. And I think that'd be cool. So for the next sort of 15-20 minutes, I think we should answer some of your questions, because you're always asking us questions in the chat as we go. But if you've got something that you've been a burning question to ask, let us know.
There we go. So we're now waiting for questions.
Yeah, I think so. By the way, Chandler, did you have to remortgage your house to get that Vicious Ant mod?
There were 35 quid.
Not- There were 35 quid from UK E-Cig store.
Wow.
So-
Is that still going?
So
I
that
would
is
have
still
bought,
going. Apparently,
I would have bought one had it not have been them selling it.
yeah, I know. It's one of those. Yeah, I'm not overly enthralled with the seller, but 35 quid for an 18350 that's got Vicious Ant on it.
All right.
I was
we
like,
got some questions.
Ooh.
Is JB dead? He ain't moved for 5 minutes. Maybe.
JB, you dead?
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Yeah, man. Sorry, cool runnings.
Okay, what are your main hobbies or pastimes outside of vaping?
Sleeping.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I think mine's video games. I am constantly playing video games, following video game culture. I play a lot of Overwatch, and I'm following. I watch the Overwatch League, which, believe it or not, is a monster esports league. Monster.
Okay.
I mean, the latest league season, which is happening now, the top team prize is over $1.5 million.
What's the game? I don't even get it.
Overwatch. It's like a team game.
It's like Fortnite, but for gays.
Right.
Is it like?
It's
Is it
not
like?
like
Oh, for God's
Fortnite.
sake! What?
It's literally a team strategic game where you have different heroes and you take over. You have like control points that you have to take and shit like that. But there's a lot of tactics to it. But these
So is
teams
it
have
like-
coaches. They have sponsors. There's London have a team. Like there's about
Oh, actually,
25
that's
full
actually
teams
good.
in the league. But yeah, I play a lot of Overwatch and watch that, and I love video games. So that's one of my biggest pastimes.
Is it like
outside of
Unreal
vaping.
Tournament?
Kinda. Just no, Stuart. I'm on Xbox One. Just Google any. No, not Google. YouTube. Just go YouTube Overwatch League highlights and just watch it. I mean, it's fully legit. These guys get paid full time to play this game.
How do you have time to play games?
I don't sleep very much. And I play a lot of video games in the evening, amongst other things. But
What was the question?
what is your main hobbies or pastimes outside of vaping?
I've got. I don't know whether I want to admit this. I can juggle.
You're a bit of a
can
jack of all
juggle.
trades when it comes to sort of circus skills, aren't you, Chandler?
Clubs or balls?
Juggle. Both knives, clubs, balls,
Flame?
rings, but I don't do rings very much.
Yeah, but
I've got
already
some
Fire. I've got
recycled,
some
haven't
fire. Yeah, I've got some fire sticks. I've got some fire poi.
I used
They're the
to
ones
be
on
very
chains.
good with a. I used to be very good with a
Do that with-
Diabolo.
They're hard,
Diablo.
man.
Oh yeah.
I
I've
used
got
to be
Diablo
very,
too.
very good with them, but I haven't
Could you right?
tried for years.
The ultimate was for me was trying to do 2 Diablos. Never managed. I managed to do it once
For one,
and went.
they're
I'm
called-
doing 2.
For one, they're called Diabolos, and for two, I was pretty. I could hop one over another, but I couldn't do anything other than that. I used to be able to do this
The
trick where
Diablos.
you'd flick it up and catch it on the string with the two sticks like this. And you'd catch it on the string, then you'd throw it and use one hand and whip catch it back onto the string.
Could you launch
Used
it
to
in
be
the
able to.
air? Like
Oh, yeah,
massively
yeah.
high in the air?
Yeah. Stupid guy.
Yeah.
But
I know whip catch.
yeah. That used to
Shut
be the
up, Badger.
one thing I was very, very good at. But yeah, I've not used one for years. My favourite pastime / hobby outside of vaping is playing cards. I collect playing cards. I've set up a YouTube channel reviewing playing cards. In case you didn't know that, I might put it in a chat. Put the chat back up.
Yeah, put a link back in the chat.
I've recently set up an
hacky
Instagram
stuff.
for it as well, and I set it up about 24 hours ago. And as of this
Oh,
minute,
God.
I have 42 followers, 41 followers. In 24 hours.
Excellent.
Oh, that reminds me
That's
actually.
good.
What are we doing on the Vape Supremacist follower list?
I don't know. I was interested
I want.
to.
Could I have who's in control of Vape Supremacists? Because I happen to be missing at that particular episode.
Me, Mark, and myself.
Okay.
Well, Mark initially, and then I was like, I want to add something. Give me the password.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Because I've got something I
115
want to add.
followers.
Could I have the password? 115. We can do better than that. We can do better than that.
You have to make sure you're a total...
115 from 3 posts.
From 3 posts.
You have to be a dick, by
Oh.
the way, if you're posting on it.
Oh, trust me. Badger sent me an awesome link that I would have posted had I got the password. So yeah, don't worry, it will get posted.
Fair enough. Mark, other than sleep, do you have any hobbies?
It'd probably have to be photography or something like that. No, I used to be a professional photographer, but when it became you find anything when it becomes a source of income, you start to
Lose the
dislike it. Yeah. So
I did that with juggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Do you still do it on an amateur level?
Not so much.
Fair enough.
Just
Yeah,
getting
you'd get on with my dad very, very well. He was a professional photographer, and then he used to do this thing called slides for business. So he'd take photos, and he had a very expensive machine that turned them into slides back in the early 90s. And that's what his thing. And then he moved into web design at the advent of the internet, essentially.
You see, I started off doing a lot of... most of it was event work. Then moved into commercial, and then I started working for Google.
Okay.
So we used to do... Joe, you've got street maps. Joe, you can walk down the street. We used to do that for business. So we'd go in and do a complete panorama 360 walk around of the shop.
Oh, that thing. that you can pay like
Yes.
350 quid for, and then you can go on Google Maps.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was a bit more expensive back in the day, but
Well, yeah, it was harder to do. Yeah, fair enough.
photography is probably my thing. I don't have much time for hobbies, to be fair.
You are the busiest man I know.
The tiredest person you know.
And still he graces us with his presence. Once a week, without fail.
Without fail. Tattooing!
Have you-
There you go. Being tattooed's another one of mine.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair enough, true enough.
However,
has your last one healed yet?
Yeah, it healed pretty quickly, but it was at that point I decided that
That was
I
it.
quit.
You're done.
I think the
Leave
older you
that one,
get,
see
the
it.
worse it gets. Well, I've
had-
got like a few tiny little. That was my fill-in a couple of weeks ago, and I've literally got elbow, and then I've got a small section just here that needs finishing, and I'm not sure I can do it. I'm done.
That's tiny though.
done.
That should only be what? 20 minutes? Half hour?
That I
just
can live with.
posted a link in the YouTube chat for you, Chandler.
You can't spell it.
It's
That's
clearly
the
like
correct
Diabolo.
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 Diabolo. Oh yeah, I just spelled it wrong. There you go. Diabolo. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I can't spell
Chandler.
it. That's the one I've got. Except mine's yellow and pink, and nobody can see the screen that I'm looking at. So I don't know what I'm going on about. There you go.
Chandler,
There you go.
how many booze
Yes.
have you got for us this evening?
Me? None. None. It's all vape stuff. All vape related this week.
He's
Kick him
been
out,
looking
Mark.
at dicks this week.
All completely and
In
totally
the name of equality.
vape-related. Yeah. So yeah, I have found some Instagram stuff this week that I thought I would share with you as per normal. So first one, I found this. What is that supposed to be?
I don't know, but it looks a bit like that video, that picture that went viral the other day about that woman that painted her face with her period blood.
I was going to say that looks like
Is that meant to be a heart?
Okay, it's my. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That is supposed. I think that's supposed to be a heart. But do you know, lady?
It looks like those
Looks like-
school
does-
posters that encourage diversity, where they had like an English, like a white guy, a black guy, an Indian guy, and a Chinese guy all linking hands, but they forgot the diversity part and just only had white people.
Maybe it's just one dude who's photoshopped his hand like 9 times.
it does look like that time of the month.
Yeah,
It does.
I kind of saw that and I thought it doesn't really work.
It's probably a diagram of what parts of. Ah, wait a minute. In the bottom hand,
Yeah.
there's got is the
Is that a
With
pen on
Oscars.
the bottom hand? Is that a pen? Is that somebody actually painting the hands that are there to try and make it look like a heart?
There's
I
a
don't know.
face
Yeah.
behind
Anyway.
the hands.
Is there?
Look, bottom right. You can clearly see
Oh,
someone's
yeah.
face.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a very shit advert,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's a
It was
bit wank.
it was a bit weird. I looked at that and thought, well, what the fuck? What?
What's
But
the
anyway, there you
statement? Together we're strong.
Together with.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Are they
that's right.
they fighting some sort of legal battle at the minute or something?
Don't know. It reminds me of that Vaseline advert with the hundreds and hundreds of naked people.
I don't
Yeah,
know
or
that.
or the Dove advert with all the all the natural
Yeah,
people.
If Dove turns you red.
I'm pretty sure they were diverse, though. That is somewhat not diverse.
Yes. Oh well.
I don't see it. I do not see a transgendered person there, a transgendered hand there at all.
I mean, you're
Don't
assuming
you?
that there's not a transgendered hand there.
Don't assume the sexual identity of
The
those
hand.
hands, Mark.
How do we know that
So,
that hand
anyway.
on the top left does not? It could be a
That could be the
scooter.
hand of a paedophile.
Okay,
Wow,
we're getting
right,
a little
next.
bit too deep into this now, I think. Yeah,
No.
no, that's right. Okay, so we had a message sent to us on to Vape Talk, to the Vape Talk Facebook, from
Instagram.
these guys. How are you, Vape Talk UK? Would you like a new T-shirt or a hoodie vape for yourself? And check out this link. So, me being the conscientious Vape Talk host, decided I thought I ought to check out the link and have a look. So they do have some vape hoodies and vape T-shirts that you can buy. You can even get them printed onto a mug. So they've got some reasonable ones. I mean, this one's a nice vape
$45.
today. $44. This is on a hoodie, so it is obviously a quality hoodie. You can see the sleeve length is quite long because you can see they're all a bit ruffled up. So they do have a few of these different ones. So there's a nice little Viking Clouds of Valhalla. So some different types of logo. That looks vaguely familiar. I
Mark.
don't know how they managed. Yeah, I don't know how they managed to get the vaping supremacist on there, but you know, vape because I can. But I then found this one. I'm like, what? I'm a dad against vaping. So they've got all these T-shirts that and logos.
Please
that
get
are
it, Chandler. Please buy it and take it to
vape-related.
Expo.
And here is I'm a dad again. Do you kind of get the
That's
feeling
kind
that
of-
they're
It's kind of a suited hoodie for you, Chandler, because that's a modern device with a small drip tip, so that's probably right.
no, hang on. Well, yeah, that's true. It needs to be ancient and have a huge drip tip on it. If you
Yeah.
could get it to look like a pipe, I'd be all over there. But yeah, no, that's kind of. I got the feeling that they just basically Googled as many images for vaping. They just Googled vaping T-shirt and went, yeah, we'll nick all of those and try and flog some T-shirts without
Redbubble.
actually.
You've said t-shirt about
Looking
12
to
times,
see
and it's
what-
clearly a hoodie, but just saying.
All right, okay. So, but I would have Googled vaping T-shirt rather than vaping hoodie. I would have got more hits, surely. Anyway, there you go. That's the message we got sent this week.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
We should have a part of the show called Show Me Your DMs, where you have to like show a random Instagram message you had.
We should do that. I've got some brilliant ones.
So have I. I think we should squeeze one in now before the end of the show.
Dear.
Or we could just read them out.
So on to the next one. So I saw this. It's vaguely vape related, but for cruelty to dogs, I just think it's absolutely disgraceful.
It's better
I mean-
than that
Yeah.
chucking cheese on your kids craze that's going around the internet. at the minute.
That's amazing.
Have you seen
Who
that?
takes an apple crumble box and then decides that it's a good idea to put it on your dog's head?
I mean, it's quite funny.
John,
It's-
apparently.
Maybe
John
the dog
does.
put it on his own head, looking for crumble.
Maybe.
From what I've heard, yeah, John's done this before. So he got the box, and the dog just came over and went, "Okay, go on then, put it on." So he did. So yeah, no, bless him. And I now can't remember the name of the dog, which is why I'm calling it dog. Is it Lucy? No, I can't remember. Either way, it was cute. I thought I'd share that one with you.
Fair enough.
So and there we go. Apparently, nicotine causes brain damage.
Huh?
Obviously, it's done Einstein loads of damage. So I saw this one and I thought it amused me.
Huh?
What?
That one's amazing. You just showed.
It's incredible.
That's the one that's my share. I just need to crop some shit out.
So
Are you sharing? Are you sharing? So basically, the amazing you just had. Okay.
So,
What's next, Chandler?
Sorry, go on. I'll do mine. I didn't realize
Next
it was
one.
still going.
Right. I just wondered what you thought. I saw these. So we've got. It's a completely new design of buckle. So it's a one-handed buckle, and
It's got symbols on the
basically,
back.
could you see it? It's got symbols on it's got symbols on it, and basically, it's got see this bit here. That is a little latch. You just flip it with your thumb. Off it pops. You've got your little nozzle underneath. You can just splurge it in and then shut it again with your thumb. Job done. I mean, genius.
See, this is for concentrate. If it was very liquid, I'd be a bit annoyed because it makes it easier for kids to get into. But for concentrate, I think it's a good idea.
Badger just silenced Diddy.
Really?
Why?
Are we having a bit of a we're having a bit of a war going on in the chat?
I don't know.
He said goodbye, and he said not really. I just thought I'd see what response I got.
Oh.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, he's got what he deserved. Tough tits there, did he?
Oh, now we can't actually say bye to him unless we stay on.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
So look, I'm just incredibly concerned. What is that thing dangling from her navel?
I wondered what you were going to say then.
Piercing.
What is it?
It's a big bar. I've got a load of them, Chandler. If you fancy some.
Exactly. I just wondered whether she just accidentally caught her atomizer in a belly button ring and it's just hanging there.
If that was your navel, that'd be your drip tip hanging from it.
Yeah, it could be a drip tip. I'm a little bit definitely concerned for her welfare with that.
This is the stereotypical man trap picture as well, because you can see a lot more of her body than you can of her face.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? That cloud.
Hang on.
Actually, she looks like a Mona Lisa painting.
Hang on, Chris.
Picasso painting, sorry.
Chris,
Yes.
you're assuming gender. Stop it.
Yeah, that cloud's going to go away. It's going to have a fucking cauliflower ear and a fucking jawline like Hercules.
I was gonna say the way she's got her legs together, it could be tucked away around the back there. You know, it's
Again,
certainly a possibility.
Are you assuming gender?
So is that a repost of someone's post? Because I doubt that person's Instagram handle is Vaporlover55.
Possibly. I'll be fair. I don't know. More than likely. Mind you, after looking at this, I did think that, you know, gender equality and all that.
It's all about. It is all about.
It is all about.
What the? I was going to say it's all about the bobs and Vagini. Vagine.
No, it's So after all that, I did fancy a plum. So, you know, photograph just before I tucked into a plum. Before Martin tucked into his plum. You know. It's genuinely a plum.
Does anyone really feel like putting their mouth around that plum?
No, not at all.
Does it not look just very juicy and may just explode in your mouth?
Looks dry.
Possibly.
I'm sure it wouldn't be dry for long. Hang on. Go back.
What?
Go back. How has that only got 3 likes?
Well, look at his username. It's clearly Martin360176. I mean, no one could ever forget that.
No.
I laugh if that's his
And
landline
Martin-
phone number. Please phone
Try
me.
ringing it.
I'm very lonely.
Or he's born on the 36th day of January in 1976.
I laugh
I'm
who
trying
it
to
was.
wonder-
He meant to put 16, but he pressed the 3. And now he's stuck with it.
Yeah, the next one I think we covered right at the top of the show.
That looks like the vaping bogan.
It's- yeah, so I mean, even the vaping bogan posting, you know, it's great loss for music, great loss for motorbikes, and
What's the
bike
shittest?
racing.
What's the shittest Keith Flint death joke you've heard so far?
Oh, don't.
No, I haven't heard
The
any yet,
shittest
to be
one.
fair.
Have you not? Someone
No,
had a really
I haven't.
shit one the other day. I felt like, you know, those Facebook arguments. You're like, if I comment on this, it's going to end up one of those awkward.
That's awkward.
I'll be honest, I haven't come across
I'm gonna have
over
a
there. I
fucking
mean,
Facebook
yeah, it
argument
was
with this computer in a minute.
I put a post on saying I was sad to hear of the death of a prodigy dancer, but that was just one of his one of the
brilliant.
songs.
Death of the
And it
prodigy
is-
dancer.
Awesome. So
James, good evening. It's been a while. How are you doing, buddy? The Reverend is back.
Have you got any?
oh,
more,
okay. Now I
Chandler?
feel bad showing all of this. Right? Yeah. What the hell is this?
Amazing
actually
piece
saw
of
that.
engineering.
That is a twin
my-
stainless steel exhaust for a 1998 Honda Civic with a box on the bottom.
Now, I actually thought it was a padlock. I thought, oh, someone's made a fancy padlock, but I mean, look at the drip tip on that.
Actually, do you follow Chris Ramsey on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or?
What, is in the
What,
Masher,
chef?
the magician,
Yeah, the magician.
and the puzzle box
So-
guy?
Yeah, he does puzzle boxes, and this looks like one
Insane.
that he has. This looks just like one
Okay.
that he's got. It looks fucking horrendous, if I'm honest.
So, okay, it's not something I would be carting around. I think but
That looks like a fat kid's tried to go up a bike ramp, and the whole front wheel crashed through it, and they could just see the spokes and the ramp.
it caught my eye. I thought that looks. I mean, it's. I like the fact that it's not just two stainless steel tanks. They are a black one and a steel one. So you're not even going for matchy. You're going for the bit of contrast there.
Have they actually anodized the pipe work at the top? Have they actually taken the time to?
It looks like they might have.
It
I can't
does
work out what
look
the
like
tank
it, doesn't
is,
it?
though. Or tanks.
I know. I was trying to work out what the tanks were because it's
It looks like one of the
They're
early
kind of
K-Fans.
RDA. Yeah,
No,
kind of
the
RDTA, like, aren't they?
the drip tips are two. They're 810s, aren't they? From the looks of it. What's that? 20mm pipe,
It looks like an
20
RDTA.
22mm pipe.
Definitely
I don't
look-
know what's.
And I don't know whether it's the fact that the pipe at the top is, like you say, 20mm quite thick pipe, making the tanks look thinner than they are.
Do you
They
know
look
what
quite slim tanks, don't they?
Do you know what they look a little bit like the Tayfun GT? Do you remember that?
A little bit, but I think
it's like
the tips are too wide. That's definitely 810. That's not 510.
Yeah, there you go. You've got a bell cap on it though.
I've got
But-
bell cap on.
But if you look at that top part, it looks a bit like what was the avocado? One of those like. Do you know what I'm on about?
Avocado?
You know when it's got like the RDA section, it's got the wicks that go into a tank at the bottom. Do you know
Yeah,
what
so
I'm
an
on
RDTA.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rebuildable dripping tank atomizer.
Yeah, it looks like.
RDTA.
But the airflow looks a bit like the drop. Well, slightly different, but do you know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
a mesh of big holes.
Can curious. Have you any more?
So
for us?
to finish off with, I've got one more just to finish off. I thought I've managed to find a Instagrammer who has chosen an incredibly appropriate name. So, Busty Vapor.
There's literally no effort. It's literally, here's some vape, here's my boobs. Sell.
That
Yeah.
Do you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a drag queen's name. Welcome to the stage,
prefer-
Busty Vapor.
It's like something from RuPaul, isn't it? Busty Vapor. But yeah, look, 10 out of 10 for effort and bonus points for a corset.
0 out of 10 for originality, because it's literally, here's the juice on the table, like the contract I have with the company states. Here's my boobs.
What's your problem?
But see,
There's no
tickled
problem
my
with the
fancy.
photo, but as a promotional photo, it's lazy.
So there you go. That's what I seen on Insta this week.
Beautiful. Oh, that's confusing.
So mine for the week.
This is the DM of the week.
So this is a DM to the, I think it was the Vape.UK
Yeah, it was.
Instagram. Hi, I've just taken a look through your feed and I'd like to offer you a spot as a brand promoter for OGCBD. We give all our promoters regular shout-outs on our IG and FB platforms, so your following will grow. We also send our promoters free products to review when they are released. We also ask that your first product is purchased, so that there is commitment. So there is commitment from your side. We give your promoters discount codes for this. We give you a promoter's discount code for this. Thanks, David, OG. So what you're saying is you want us to promote your product. You want us to pay and promote your
To
product.
buy it first.
Not that we do that anyway. Is this a regular thing? Do you get invited onto teams? But you
About
have to
5 or 6 times
pay?
a day. Yeah. There's one company called Hype City Vapors who have not only messaged me multiple times a week, but messaged my other half more than once. And they want you to promote for a wonderful, generous 25% discount on their juices. Now the thing is, this particular comment says, so there is commitment from your side. Excuse me, you asked us to promote your products. You're the one who should be committing to us, and not the other way around. In fact, we are charging you.
We're not.
No.
Because we're not.
Nah.
Well, I've got one here. So, I placed an order with.
Can you
Quiet.
screenshot it and send it over?
Yes.
Quick.
But
Do it quick.
Do you get a lot of these sort of messages, Mark? Because I get loads of them from all sorts of companies.
I get it from the other way round. Obviously, as a manufacturer, I get a lot of people wanting to promote for me. So,
So let me put this in
Oh, right,
context
okay.
before you display it.
So you get people going. Excuse me, can I have some free shit?
yeah.
Yeah.
So let me get this in context before you show it, Mark.
Go on. Start your contextualizing. Hang on.
So
What?
I ordered something from this company.
Hang on. Am I looking at the right thing here? Is this? Yeah, it is. Okay, that confused me. Carry on.
So I placed an order with this company, right? And I tagged them on Instagram, and they then messaged me telling me about a new kit that had come out on Instagram, and I didn't reply, or I might have replied, I can't remember, I have to look in a sec when you display it. And I didn't give them my address. They'd obviously taken my email address, found my order, and just sent me shit.
Can I share this?
I
Really?
Yeah, share it now, yeah. So, look, I got a message saying hello. No, can this is our new product, the RDA. Can you repost it for us? Thank you so much. And this was after I tagged him in the first post. And then I got a random message saying, hello, here's your tracking number. By China Post, Depot Kit. I was like, what? What the fuck you sending me that for?
Okay.
And then they kept sending me stuff. Like, loads. I'm on about, like, hundreds and hundreds of parcels. Or maybe not that much, but a lot. And, so, yeah, I tagged him. But the post, see that message in September the 5th? The post that I actually put up thanking them for my order was the 3rd of May 2017.
What? Really?
Yeah.
So it was ages ago.
Yeah.
Can I just give a shout out to Badge. He's done a bit of detective work for us, and bear with me, I'm just getting the link up. So the tanks that were on that amazing thing that Chandler was sharing. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. There we go. Whilst we wait for it to load.
The tanks.
Why is that
German
vampire
vape?
German?
Oh, the Brunhilde
There we go.
RDA. Der Brunhilde RDA aus dem Haus Vapefly ist in Kooperation mit den German entstanden und uns überzeugt auf ganzer Linie mit Leistung und dem oberst attraktiven Preis. In other words, this is what it's made out of, and look at its attractive price.
I can't quite read it on the resolution I've got.
But it's made by House Vapefly.
Aus dem Haus Vapefly.
Wow. I actually want one.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Is it
What are
rebuildable,
those
or does it?
4 sticks for?
I think it's mesh.
Is that like
In
the
some
whip?
kind of
Gotta
backwards
Google this.
way.
What's it
Is that
called?
the whip?
Vapefly.
Is that the
It
whip?
looks like an old Jenny. It looks like a Jenny, doesn't it?
I bet it's a really old
Oops.
Jenny.
No. So you've got your coils, and then you're using a steel wire. I don't know. It does look like a Jenny using stainless as the wick.
Yeah.
What's it called again? I've just tried to Google-fy it. And,
The
Brunhilde.
The Firefly RTA.
Vapefly.
oh, Firefly. I put Fire.
Vapefly.
Firefly.
It is
Vapefly.
Vapefly.
Vapefly
It is
Brunhilde.
Vapefly. Brunhilde. Ooh. Okay.
And
E-Cig-
also available in rainbow for Cass.
You nearly said almost available in reindeer, didn't you?
Almost.
Oh, that looks lovely.
This guy's got 2 of them. He spent €100 on his 2 tanks.
40
This
quid.
is a twin pack.
Oh, it's only just come out. 25th of February.
Oh, bloody hell.
So it literally just been released.
So that guy's either made that very quickly or he's had that waiting for a moment like this tank to come
Or it's
along.
designed to
Yeah.
fit on
Change
another
life.
RDA, and he's just smashed it into the top, and normally has 2 goons on the top or something.
It looks like it's got wire coiled inside it. Looks like wire rope.
How are you going to use that fucking combo drip tip thing they've made? Look how wide that pipe is. But like sticking your mouth around a hose.
Incredible.
Okay, that is officially weird. What are those wire things for?
Stainless steel
That's
wire
what
for
we
wicking.
were asking. That's why you Googled it.
Okay, sorry. Carry on.
You Googled it to find out the answer, Chandler.
I did, and
Why
I
are you asking
haven't.
us? Oh,
Alright, so,
disappointing.
okay. The volume 8 ml. Force. The liquid is conveyed through the 4 stainless steel wicks for winding. The stainless steel wicks. Velocity deck. Okay, that is weird.
So do they actually work, and are they reusable?
They just sit there. They literally just sit there, and where are we? Let me get the picture up. You just they bring the juice up to your cotton, so you actually have cotton at the top. But it's got those stainless steel ropes wick the juice up to your cotton. So your cotton only just dips into
So
that tank.
they're expecting it to spiral up. Would you have to turn it upside down so it runs down the rope?
Well, I think it works like an it is an RDTA, but it's got these things in it.
God knows.
How bizarre! Anyway, there you go.
How bizarre.
Yeah, I can't find anywhere that's got them in stock. Other than
Milchan there's a TPD enforcement.
I'm looking at German sites as well.
Oh, Scheiße.
Oh dear.
Apologies.
All right, on that note, I think we're about there.
I think we are.
There we
I
go.
think we are pretty much there. It has been actually a more packed show than it was initially looking like.
Oh,
I've enjoyed
It's been fun.
tonight. It's been really
I
good
think
fun.
we've been very informative. We've
Very
informed
informative.
Mark
Yeah.
what the back of a female woman looks like. Chan has learned that his hobby, he's been calling it the wrong name for the whole time he's had it.
Diablo.
We've learned.
Diablo. I just spell it wrong. I'm
We've learned
dyslexic.
collectively that Mark's never seen Prodigy. And I think
Never
we've
will.
bonded well. Chan was here on time.
Chris was here at all.
I was here, yeah. I did some research for once. I mean, to be fair, this has been
And-
kind of stellar from the get-go. Oh, apart from my
and
internet keep
guess-
crashing every 6 minutes.
For next week,
And
the
guess
video
what
that you
juice I've
posted
been
in-
vaping all night?
Oh,
It looks like contact lens cleaner.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I have got it muddled up, to be fair.
and the video that Chris has put in the notes, we will retrieve properly and put in next week's show.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
interesting.
that's actually it is super interesting, and it will still be relevant next week.
Yeah, because we haven't spoke about it this week, so let's
Yeah.
not spoil it by mentioning it.
Indeed.
But yeah, I've enjoyed myself, lads. It's been a gay old time.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next week. Adios, motherfuckers.
Bye-bye!
VTUK.
Wet wipe. Wet wipe. Wet wipe. Wet wipe. Wet wipe. Wet wipe. Muted. Muted. Wet wipe. Wet wipe.